Hi again, everybody. This video is sponsored by contribution from Rainbow, and here's her story. Hey, Ollie, just watched the video on when the golden child wants to have their own herd. It's so true. You did the video for me when the enabler comes crawling back and everything you pointed out is basically happening. The golden child's entitlement is limitless. My narc older sister basically crowned our younger sister the golden child along with our parents' help to not only take over the entire family dynamic, but to triangulate me with my parents and our other sibling. You talk about a lion. Well, when she roared, everyone scattered. She made policy, not our parents. Her they both wanted her love so much that they put up with her bullshit. Anytime they set a rule or a boundary, she rose up against them, even fighting our mother a few times in an actual fist fight. She was a crazy teenager, and her love life problems and dramas were everyone else's drama. There was nothing left for us. I was her target, so she needed to destroy or at least hurt me as much as possible. Her method was to overtly flatter, gush over, and favor our younger sister, and then to overtly treat me like crap. The message I grew up believing was people like the golden child younger sister more because she's cute and wonderful, and people don't like me. I deserve this for some reason. Oh yeah, it's because I'm annoying. That was how Narczilla explained her nastiness towards me. Golden child, and even our parents would ask why she treated me so horribly, and she'd snap back with, because she's annoying. That became the accepted reason for treating me like shit. A few years ago, I went full no contact with the narc sister. My golden child sister tried to act like Switzerland, but really just went along with everything Narcissilla wanted because it always benefited her. It was very lonely and I was depressed because I still believed back then that I needed these people in my life. About 2 years ago, Golden Child calls me up out of the blue, crying hysterically on the phone. I, of course, wanted to help any way I could. At first, I thought someone had died by the hysterics, but she sniffled through some of the crocodile tears and said, I need to borrow some money. There was more boo-hooing. She was almost inconsolable. You see, this tactic worked on my parents and was about to work on me, too. I thought she still cared about me back then. I hadn't discovered my narcissistic abuse or her flying monkeys. I asked, well, try to calm down. How much do I need? I thought maybe a few $100s, and I couldn't imagine what kind of financial disaster she could have found herself in. I mean, she had a good paying job, and our parents had left us a sizable inheritance. I couldn't believe she burned through it already, but I wasn't going to judge. She finally squeaked out $5,000. I thought, holy shit, is this a gambling debt? I mean, what the hell? I said, well, as you know, we almost put everything we have back into the business. So I would need to talk to Sam, my husband, about it. Also, we can't just afford to give you the money. I mean, this would be coming from a place of sacrifice for us, and it would be a loan. So would need to treat it as a business deal and pay us back. She eagerly agreed. My husband sighed and said, you know how I feel about lending money to family. What if she doesn't pay us back? Is this going to ruin your relationship? Of course, I was still to be gaslighted into thinking we had one. I said, I know my sister. Our parents didn't raise us to default on loans, especially to family. She would never do that to me. He said, I'll tell you what, if she signs a promissory note and has it notarized with payments she can afford at 0% interest and agrees to pay us back monthly within 2 years, I will agree. I set it all up. She signed the note, had it notarized, and handed her a cashier's check. Before I did, I told her I did not want to have to call to collect on this. Please don't make me have to do that. Please honor our agreement and pay us back. I put my ass on the line with my husband. She agreed. She needed the money so she could move to another state with this new guy she met on the internet. I thought it had disaster written all over it, but I just wanted to see her happy. You didn't see where this was going? It's been 2.5 years and we've managed to squeeze about $2,000 back from her. in about $200 to $300 chunks every 6 months or so. The last payment I got was in December 2015. And I have to text her and ask for it. And my husband has even called her. It is so awkward and embarrassing. The galling part is that she would fly her daughter up from out of state a couple times a month, lived in this really nice lakeside rental property, and drives a Range Rover. I live modestly trying to save to build our own home on our farm property and drive a Prius. She understood, it was clear, she agreed, and yet she has blown me off completely, other than her attempt to get me into her own lion's pride, talking about how evil Narcissilla is during the visit. She slipped up, though. If you recall from the first video you did for me, she said she wanted to cut Narcissilla out but couldn't because she has never done anything to her. That's when I decided she had to go too. She even goes as far as to text me that a check is on the way and it never gets here. The entitlement of the golden child knows no limits. And this is because our parents were always buying her whatever she wanted. She was tall, she got designer clothes. Her birthday fell 3 weeks before mine, and she would always ask for whatever I was asking for. She always got it, and usually in the color I wanted. And then I got a cheap knockoff version of whatever it was. The gifts from the narcissistic parents are total shit. There's a topic for a video. This happened many times. One time she lied to Narcissilla about her purse being stolen and needed rent money. She swore she would pay back soon as she got paid. She didn't, and her purse was not in fact stolen. Narcissilla and her family lived paycheck to paycheck too, and she even screwed them over. Narcissilla's husband had to get some kind of union loan at work to make the rent. When our parents died in the same year, she went to Narcissilla, who had strong-armed her way into being the executress of their estate by asking my brother to relinquish the duty he had agreed to do when they were alive. She wanted the control. She wanted to be giving us our disbursements. She got him to sign it over. We had to agree, but what could we say? I thought it was shitty, though, at the time, and said so. I mean, our parents trusted him to do it, and he just handed it over. Maybe because they knew what she was. I'll never know. But because Golden Child used her when the recession hit, we had lost everything. I'd never asked for a dime before the estate was settled. Golden Child was entitled, though, and Narcissilla jumped through hoops to get our okay to let Golden Child have some money before anyone else. I had been the one asking for money. She'd flipped it on a psychotic, narcissistic rage and used it as a way to put me down to the rest of the family. I'm certain of that. I suppose we could write that money off as a loss, and really I'm hoping people listening refrain from saying, oh, well, that was your first mistake, loaning money. I mean, I could have said no, or I could help her out with stipulations. She is the one who did me wrong. I did nothing wrong. Families should be able to be there for one another and to keep their word, but mine never will. My loan to her came from a place of love and all the shit, and she shit all over me for it. Our other option is we could sue her. She's betting that I don't have the guts to sue her, so I want her loved so much that I take her shit. You see, she thinks I am the weaker one. She doesn't know the work I have done to heal myself. Actually, I am stronger than all of them combined. She has made it clear that she doesn't give a shit about me. I told my husband that now she has moved back in state, she has my blessing to get a judgment against her and a lien against whatever she owns. He is more happy to handle it. He's more than happy to handle it, so I can go no contact. These narcs and enablers become just as bad. Have to be set straight. Thank you for reading my story. Love and light. Rainbow. Thank you. Well, thank you for your story. And what we have here is just another example of epic entitlement. Your brother backed down because he didn't want to deal with her. And at this point, if your husband is willing to sue her and keep you out of it, do it. Do it. Do it. You don't even have to show. She signed a notarized letter. She's, as far as Lending her the money, yeah, you lent her the money, but you got a notarized letter that she has to pay you back. When the narcissist makes a mistake, use it against them. Use it against them. And this was the right thing to do, to sign a promissory note, but it was a mistake on her end, being a narcissist and an entitled little brat. If the narcissist makes a mistake, use it against them. You have no reason not to let your husband sue her. Do it. Thank you again for your contribution and your story, Rainbow. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a narcissist you'd like to expose, or a topic you'd like me to cover, you know what to do with the PayPal and my email links in the description box. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Bye.